Good evening all and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's Sunday night, which means it's trad beer night, and the beer we're going for tonight is one that I've been waiting to try for an absolute age. It's from Samuel Smith. It's this one. It is their organic chocolate stout, and it's a 550ml bottle. I paid $3.99 for this from the House of Trembling Madness, and it says on the back that it's brewed with well water from the original well sunk in 1758. It's still in use with hard water drawn from 85 feet underground. The gently roasted organic chocolate malt and organic cocoa extract impart a delicious, smooth and creamy character with inviting, deep flavours and a delightful finish. This is a perfect marriage of satisfying stout and luxurious chocolate, best served at about 51 degrees Fahrenheit or 11 degrees Celsius. Well, it's been kept in the fridge. It's fridge cool. It's been out for a while now, so it should be somewhere around about the 11 degrees. So without further ado, let's get it out and into a glass and see what we think, shall we? Unusual size bottle, 550ml, I must say. But we're going to pour into my favourite stout glass, which is one of my Titanic goblets. And the pour is nice and dark. It's always a good start. Roasted. See if we can get a nice head on that. That'll do. Look at that. That is a nice and dark brown. Let's get this up to the light. Wow, that really is dark. There is naffle coming through, apart from the tiniest hint of chestnut at the fringes. That's your beer up close with a nice tight tan head. Looks good, doesn't it? It's a whiff. It is chocolatey. There's no getting away from that. It is a deep, rich, roasted malt and a smooth yet dark chocolate. It smells glorious. It's not the strongest aroma, but when you get it in the back of your nose, it's wonderful. It really is wonderful. It's warming. Inviting, as they say, and yeah, I'm looking forward to sampling it. So it looks good, smells good. See what it tastes like. Cheers. I can see why it's got really good reviews. It's medium weight. It's not overly heavy. It's silky smooth in the mouth, but the chocolate is divine. It is super chocolatey and not too sweet, not too bitter. It's really well balanced. It's a really tasty beer. What's it got? Like I say, plenty of dark, but not too dark chocolate. Nice and smooth, nice and creamy, as they mention. Roasted malts. It's just a simple, effective chocolate stout. There must be some magic water in that well, and the organic ingredients are they're lovely. They are. The finish is smooth. It's balanced. There's a nice sweet chocolate. Not a huge amount of the bitter roasted malt on the back end, but it just makes you want to have another sip. That is great. And only 5% ABV, which is a surprise. So I was expecting that to be a strong one, but I do have the Imperial version as well for review, probably next weekend. So we're going to go to the scoreboard of joy for this one, which is currently empty. And I think I know how this is going to go. So let's get the red pen of judgment, something that Humphrey would approve of, because I'm using a pen, but I'm presenting you this review in digital form, something he doesn't approve of. Anyway, the pour is glorious. Let's revisit it. Let's just top it off. It's a nice tan head on top of a super dark, verging on black body. It's your stereotypical stout. Again, next to nothing apart from just the tiniest hint of chestnut coming through on the lights. Visually, it's a dream, and it's having a full point. Aroma, whilst relatively light, it's lovely. Chocolate, roasted malts, and as it gets to the back of your nose, it just embeds itself and makes you want more. Like I say, I just want more of it on the nose, though. That's the weakness of this beer. So I'm going to give it a 0.75. It's quite a light aroma. The body for a 5% ABV beer is about right. You know, I'm not expecting it to be stupidly heavy, but lovely mouthfeel overall. Good level of carbonation. It's having a full point. And the same full point for the taste because it's beautiful. It delivers on exactly what it says. It makes no bones. It doesn't make any odd promises that it can't fulfill. It's a simple chocolate stout, and it delivers. It's having the full point. Good strength to the flavour. Lovely. And the same on the finish. It's simple and effective. It's chocolate. You've got a nice malt presence. It's not the bitter roasted malt on the back end, just a sweeter malt with that chocolate. And it's great. Yeah, so it's having a full point for the finish as well, which means the Samuel Smith's Organic Chocolate Stout has got 4.75 out of 5 from me. It is a shame the aroma wasn't stronger, but nevertheless, it's a wonderful beer. So it can't have the full bonus points, sadly. Value for money, $3.99 for nearly a pint. Come back to that one in a minute. Yes, I'd buy it again. There's no question about that because it tastes delicious. But it's $3.99 a bottle. And I'm on the fence. On one hand, it's super tasty. On the other hand, you can get other chocolate stouts of similar quality, maybe not as good a flavour, but similar quality, for 500ml bottles, admittedly, for probably half the price. So I am on the fence on the value side, but that doesn't take. I'm going to give it a maybe. I'm going to give it the question mark, but that does not take away from how delicious the beer is. It really doesn't. It's just $3.99 for a 550ml bottle, which, in my head, and I know it's better than your average mass-produced beer by a long, long way. But is it double the cost? Double the cost? Is it double the quality? Double the flavour? It's definitely double the flavour, no question about that. But in my head, I'm questioning the value a little bit, just a little bit. Anyway, so 4.75 out of 5 with at least one bonus point for good measure. So there we go. So I'm now going to go and write up my review with quill and parchment to appease Humphrey. And yeah, it's a great beer. Thank you, Humphrey. We'll leave it there and say, that's been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.